Thanks for the great performance, and I'm really surprised that you teach German in your school as well. Yeah, the song. I was really surprised hearing you all singing and dancing to a German song. Before I start, you can reduce the volume a little bit because it's very much feedback. I talk loud. Before I start with any kind of magic, I have one question. I realize very often people believe magicians work with sleight of hand. Who thinks that? Yes, go out. No, you can stay here, but before I start, I like to prove to all of you that this is not true. And I like to prove it by making a practical demonstration. What is sleight of hand and what's magic? And practical means we all do it together. So please shake your hands like this. You will have to put your phones down. You have to put your phones down because you have to do it. Otherwise you will not see what's going to happen. Take it like this. Stretch out your hands like this. Turn the thumbs towards the floor, cross the arms, and lock the fingers like this. To check that you're in the correct position, you can go in and out. Does it work? Everybody, also you in the back, you have to join as well. Thumbs down, cross the arms, hold it like this. Yeah. To go in and out, that was just sleight of hand. Now comes the magic. If you're able to do what I do, to unwind your arms without losing contact of your hands, you have not shown sleight of hand, but a magic trick. Watch my hands, they stay together, and we slowly turn the thumbs upwards, like this. Yeah, the problem with this trick is nobody's able to clap afterwards because everybody sits there like that, but it just needs a few more seconds. Hello to everybody! To be honest, that was a magic trick that only works because the human perception is limited. The good news is we don't realize it. I consider it to be one of the biggest illusions created by our brain for ourselves, that we believe we perceive everything we see in front of us. And just to demonstrate to you that this is not true, I brought the simplest form of reality with me, a piece of rope. You all know a piece of rope, and you all know that a piece of rope consists of two ends and one middle. And that's actually a problem. Our expectation limits our perception. Since we know a rope has two ends and one middle, we are very surprised if suddenly a third end appears. Even more when there is a fourth end and we consider this to be impossible. But let me tell you, it's not impossible. Like most of the things we consider to be impossible, they are possible. We just have not found out a way how to do it. This impossible looking object offers two logical explanations. Explanation number one says two of those four ends are fake. That means I can move them to the opposite side. The other explanation says the ends are not fake but real. That means I have two ends here, four ends, and two middles. This is logical again. This means I have here two ropes, but maybe I was a little bit too fast. Let me start right away from the beginning. A rope. Okay, since we are a great crowd today, I'm going to tell you, but keep it as a secret, the tricky thing about this rope are the ends. Because those ends can fly. I'll show you one end from here, starting position. Yeah. The other one as well, starting position from here, non-stop flight. Yeah. The great thing is the ends can not only travel from one side to the other, they can even vanish. And it's up to you to decide how the ends should vanish. Slowly and visible, or fast and invisible. Which way do you prefer? Slowly. I never expected that, yeah, of course. Curious students, yeah? Slowly and visible, the ends vanish. Magic. No, it's really magic. The ends are really gone. This is an endless rope with no ends at all. However, don't worry, this is not going to become an endless trick because the ends are still here. And I can put them back onto the rope wherever you want me to do. The young gentleman in the front, just say stop. Stop. If we gently blow onto the ends, they melt back at the spot, slowly and visible. And I'm here again. And just one minute. Just for those who are very critical, one last time. If I put the ends in my pocket, I snap my fingers, the ends jump from the pocket in my hand, and the rope, you can check it out. Have a look. All good? Yes. Okay. It's okay? Right. Give it back. Give it back. Give it back. Give it back. Or perform the Indian rope trick. No, that's too dangerous, I guess. At least the version I was told of. Many people come to me after my shows and they say, Nikolai, what you did was nice, but senseless. And many people ask me, is it possible for a magician to do magic that makes sense? The problem is, what makes sense? Money, yeah. Many people think that makes sense. I'm going to do that. I will do magic now with your money. I need to borrow some. Does anybody have a small rupee bill from the audience? A small bill. You will get it back, I promise. You will get it back, I promise. And you will get a security as well. Inside this silver bag of mystery, there is something you will get just in case. Does anybody have a small bill? Yes, well, how much is it? 20. Do you have a pen? Otherwise you can use mine. Take mine. Write your name or on the small spot of the bill. So this bill is now unique in the world. There is no other bill that has your signature. Okay? It's a very small sign, but you can remember that. That's your bill. What's your name? Huh? Cornelius. Oh, that's easy for me to pronounce. Okay, Cornelius. As I said, I'm going to do magic now that makes sense. I will now hypnotize your 20 rupee bill in front of your very eyes. Okay? Please all pay good attention. Do this very slowly. Okay? Ready? You get tired. Not you, the bill, Cornelius. Yeah. Your eyes close, and you just listen to my voice. In this deep trance, I can tell the bill whatever I want it to become. For example, more. Cornelius, how much? Cornelius, how much do you want it to be? Huh? 100. I'm not a banker. I'm a jaadu. Say more. 1,000. You're 1,000 rupee now. If I unfold it now, it looks as if the yellow bill has changed color. And you cannot tell the difference now between a real lockdown and rupee bill. Wait. Cornelius, unfortunately, I cannot see your signature on that bill, so I'm sorry, it's not your bill. That's the way how magicians make their money. No, I'm an honest magician. That's why I offer you a magic trick in exchange. And you can decide at the end whether this trick is worth to you 20 rupee or not. It's a cheap trick, I tell you in advance, okay? It's about a prediction, a huge, gigantic playing card. Whatever you say, it will be. The first choice is the lady here. Red or black? Red or black? No? Black. Spades or clubs? The lady who's standing there. Spades or clubs? Spades or clubs? No, she's leaving. She has to make a decision. She's running away. Okay, then you make the decision, please, ladies. Spades or clubs? clubs. A picture card or a number card. The choice is yours. Picture or number? Just say picture or number. Picture. Cornelius, you have the final choice because it was your bill. You have the jack, the queen, or the king, or even the ace. I mean, the ace is not really a picture, but there's also a letter on it. Which card you go for?
King.
The king. You can stay with the king, but you can also change your mind and say queen. You don't have to. You go for the queen. No, I don't want to influence you. You can stick with the king if you want to. So what are you doing? King or queen? King. Okay, I do a different trick. No, kidding. If anybody of you would have said something different, we would have ended with a completely different card. If on the face of this card, if there would be the king of clubs, would this be worth to you 20 rupee, yes or no? Yes, I'm happy because on the face of this card there is the king of clubs because every card is on the face of this card. What did you expect for 20 rupees? I said it's a cheap trick, but I realized, okay, you expected more. It was too cheap, and that's why I placed the silver bag of mystery there. Do you remember? I placed this bag there even before you handed me your bill. I go there for the first time. My sleeves are rolled up, my hands are empty. Cornelius, I need you on stage because we all want to see if you're happy about the present I have here inside for you. Cornelius, please come here. A big hand for Cornelius. He's the sponsor of this trip. For Cornelius, peanuts. Brought. Okay, he thinks, oh, he's a little disappointed. Only peanuts, nothing else inside. Let me improve this. Can you? This can is closed. It has not been opened yet. Is that correct? Yeah. Please open the can. Yeah. Perfect. That's enough. What do you see inside? Nuts. What did you expect? No. If you have half of the nuts in the glass, there is something else. Yes, yes, yes. Look. There's something else. With your finger, carefully. Look, yeah. There's a bill. Take it out carefully. It's a 20 rupee bill. I'm not going to touch it. Open it up, and tell us, is this your signature on the bill? Is this your signature? Yes, so it's your bill. And you get the peanuts as well. And if anybody asks you, what did the magician show, you can all say, peanuts. However, as you all know, my favorite type of magic is not peanuts magic, it's called magic of the mind, mentalism. Most people feel not very comfortable about the idea that somebody else might be able to look straight into their head. And that's why, if I'll ask the question, who wants me to read his or her mind, normally nobody will raise their hands. And if somebody raised their hands, I usually do not want to know what they are thinking. Also, to make sure I have not prearranged anything or have forgotten some information, I will select all audience members whose or her minds I'm going to read at random. I will throw this brick backwards in the audience. Don't worry, it's a sponge brick. Yeah? The person who catches it has to be a very good English speaker and is selected for the first mental magical experiment. I prefer for this one somebody who is a little bit older because it's about astrology, okay? And I know you're a bit too young to think about such a thing, okay? We throw the brick 3 times. So that's 1. Throw it one more time, throw it behind you, throw it behind you. It's disappeared in the crowd. Throw one more time, behind. Throw one more time. Throw it. It's destroyed already, right? No. Where is it? That's magical.
keep the break. So, and who has that? 3. The lady behind, can you stand up, please? No, the lady with the green. I saw it.
Hello. Kindly sit down.
The green lady, please sit down again. Sit down, all of you. The lady. Oh, it's there. No, I was here. Was number 3.
Who was the third one who got it? Third.
Hello. Somewhere here. Can you stand up, please? I would also take somebody from. Hello. What? You speak English? That's perfect. Can we hand her the hand? Can I get the hand mic?
I'll walk in her direction, and a big hand for the lady in the back. A big hand for her. Let me just go through. Can I go through? No, you can say sit. Stay sit. What is it for me to go like this?
Sit down. Just sit down.
Hello.
You only listen.
What is? Who was it? Yes. Hello.
Please tell me, what is your name?
Sit down.
What is your name? I don't hear you, unfortunately. Is it on? It's on? Let's see. What's again the name? Promo. I can say promo. That's easy for me. Okay, promo. Do you believe in astrology? No, we need somebody who speaks a little bit better English. Is somebody here who speaks good English? Close here? Who's an English speaker here? Yeah? Who's a good English speaker? Help me, please. I'm sorry, but this is important to get the... Just... Who? Who can? You can? Okay. You help her out. Hello. What's your name, please? Dara Devi? Okay. Do you believe in astrology? Yes. Okay, me not. I'm a Virgo and we are very skeptic. I'll give you this book. I go back on stage. Please, Dara, open the book at your birthday. Italy says about you, this would be much too private because those books are always correct. Dara, just tell us what are the different categories the book says something about. Number 1. In the mic? Number 1? Money. Number 2? Love. And number 3? What is 3? Hobbies. What interests you most of those 3 topics? Read it silently and tell me, is this correct? Yes or no? Yes, it's correct. What is your second favorite topic? Of course. Read it silently. Is this correct? Yes or no? Yes? Okay. And what's left? What's the last one? Close the book. I looked a little bit in your reactions, and I think, as far as your astrological sign is concerned, I think you are a Sagittarius. You're born Aquarius. You are an Aquarius. Is that correct? You're born in February. Is that correct? Mike.
January.
Close.
Yes, sir.
I'm close. Very close. But there's also Aquarius in January, right? Yes, okay. I'll try to get more precise. I have to ask you one more question. How many jelly beans, you know the sweets, the jelly beans? How many jelly beans do you think fit in the trunk of a normal car? Just say any number. Okay, plus minus 3 days would be a miracle for me. We don't know each other. You were selected at random. I was not sure because of January or February, but I committed myself. I think your birthday is the 2nd of January. Is that correct? Yes or no? What? Yes! Amazing! Many people come to me after this show and say, Nikolai, do you as a mind reader have better success with women? And to be honest, yes. This does not mean that I can really understand them, but at least I know what they are thinking. And I'd like to give a demonstration of that by inviting one lady to a little mind-reading experiment. Dara, may I ask you to come forward please, with the mic and everything. And can you please select one lady for me from the audience? You have to make sure that she speaks English also, and hand her the book. You have the book for me? Yeah, I exchange the book with the pen and the pen. Thank you very much. We exchange this. Can you hand this to any lady in the audience who you know she speaks English well? Just pass it over to a lady, okay? Okay? But she has to speak English, that's important. Okay? No. Can you hand it to her? Or we can, yeah? You find one? She finds one? Okay, let's see. Hello. Don't wait to who wants. Just hand it to somebody who you think she will be able to do it. Yeah, please. Hello. You can remain seated. You can remain seated for the moment. I request you, close your eyes, and imagine, you're not here with us any longer at the beautiful Oslo College High School. You find yourself on your way to another city anywhere in the world. This can be a city you have already been to, but it can also be a city you always long to travel to. However, it should be a city most of us have already heard of. But don't choose Paris because everybody chooses Paris. When you decided for a city, I want you to open your eyes again. Open your eyes again. And write down the name of the city you choose onto the first piece of paper. Write it big so at the end we can see, if you hold up the paper, what it is. When you're done, tear off the paper, fold the paper 1 or 2 times, and hand the folded paper to anybody next to you. When you're done, okay, she's still doing it. I'm not looking. When you're done, I want you to return to the city in your mind one more time. Fold up the paper, fold it 1 or 2 times, and hand it to anybody. I want you to close your eyes again and keep walking down the street till you pass by a shopping window. You look into the window and you see a reflection of yourself in the glass, and you realize that you're wearing a beautiful dress. This can be a dress you already own, but it can also be a dress you once saw in your life in an expensive shop or wherever. Focus on the color of that dress, and please write down that color on the next piece of paper. I will not look. Tear off the paper when you're done, fold it 1 or 2 times again, and hand the paper also to somebody next to you. Before I will ask you to return to the city one last time, I will place my prediction concerning the last part here, and I'm not going to touch this anymore. For the final, I want you to walk down the street again until you pass by a fountain. You look onto the surface of the water and you realize that the wind has blown some rose petals on the water. By a very strange coincidence, the moment you look, the rose petals seem to form a 2-digit number.
Romantic, I know. Please write down that 2-digit number onto the next piece of paper. When you're done, I want you to fold up this paper again and bring this paper with you on stage. A big hand follows you on the way up on stage. Please come here, a big hand for you. The applause continues till she's here on stage. A big applause. The applause continues till she's here. Hello. I hope you had a nice rendezvous, and I hope you do not mind what's going to happen now, because I am going to read your mind. So I really hope you didn't get too carried away, okay? So, let me just, where's the... Where's the hand? The handbag is here. I was looking for the handbag. Hello. Again, what's your name, please?
I'm Sister Zaima Dung Dung.
Hello. The cap for the pen, we have... Thank you so much. Okay, otherwise you will dry up. So, I hope you don't mind if I'm trying to read your mind. So I hope you didn't get too carried away, okay? Let's start with the city. I will name all the continents in the world, and I want you to always say no. Even if I name the correct one, I want you to lie at me, and I try to detect when you are lying. Always say no, never say yes, okay? Always say no. North America. Always say no.
No.
South America.
No.
Asia.
No.
Europe.
No.
Australia.
No.
Africa.
No.
Okay, she did it very well, but I'm quite sure, you can be honest, the rendezvous took place in Asia. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. Let's go further. I will name countries, and I want you to repeat the name of the country I say after me. Just repeat it, okay? Japan.
Japan.
China.
China.
Thailand.
Sorry.
Thailand.
Thailand.
Thailand? Yeah, yes, Land, German, Thailand. India.
India.
Yeah, she blinked. It's India, of course. Is it India? Yes, you're right. You can tell me. Yeah, it's India. Yeah, I know. Think of the city. Think of the city as a picture in your mind. If we will see the city, you know, we would know where you are. Yeah, I can see a big city. I can see skyscrapers, and I see amazing food. Okay, that's all over India, but street food, and it's a vibrant city. You are in Mumbai. Is there the piece of paper? Can you show us? Can you open it up and tell me if that's correct? Does it say Mumbai?
Yes.
Yes, it says Mumbai. All right. Yeah. It's here, Mumbai. The color of the dress. You don't have to say anything else. I just look at you. Just look at me. Red, green, blue, pink, orange. Yes, she relaxed after I said pink, so it's a pink dress. Who has the piece of paper? Can you open up? Can you show us? What does it say? Pink! Well, I know what some people are thinking. Some people are thinking this is lie detector principle. Good luck. Remember, before I asked you to return to the city a last time, I placed my prediction in this glass and I did not touch it. This glass was there all the time. You had the piece of paper with a number on it. My sleeves are rolled up, my hands are empty. Can you open the piece of paper, please, and tell us for the first time, what is the number that you just saw in your imagination? Can you tell us, everybody?
50.
It's number 50! Thank you very much. Do me one more favor. Hand this to any gentleman in the audience, along with the mic. But make sure he speaks English, okay? Let's continue this. Because there are always... No, hand it to any gentleman. Give it to a man. No, don't write it. Give it to a man. Give it to a gentleman.
Anyone who speaks English? Because men think it's more easier to read the women's mind because women use their body language more. This is not true. Oh, very nice. Hello. What is your name again? The first name. Use the mic. Yeah, please.
Jahangir.
Jahangir, I want you to think of a number that is higher than 30, higher than 30, but lower than 100. You have one? Okay, forget it.